God's kingdom. And individuals who, at every point in time, have devoted themselves to serve the Lord and serve their neighbor. And today we are going to have personnel from the Nsawam Church of Christ to join us have a conversation about a conference that has been titled Kingdom Impact Conference. And this is organized in collaboration by the GARYOFEL, the Friends of Village of Hope, and then Heritage Christian University and the Heritage Bible Institute. Today with me is preacher John Kofi Atta, and then also preacher Joseph Apia, HBI instructor. You're all welcome.
Thank you.
Great. Let's begin very softly. What is the Kingdom Conference all about?
Okay. It's a conference which seeks to impact the impactors. Those who have really worked hard to see to the establishment and the growth of the churches of Christ in Ghana. The conference seeks to recognize their efforts, what they've been able to do over the years. Those who have gone, those who are dead and gone, and those who are alive, to honor them, to appreciate their work.
Interesting. So, Mr. Apia, when it comes to this particular conference, at the end of the day, having honored these individuals, what is the main objective that we seek to obtain at the end of the day?
Yeah, you agree with me that any nation that does not honor is not worth dying. And so for almost 70 years, we have seen some people who have impacted the church, not only by their knowledge and their financially, but most of them have not been honored. So we sat down and realized, no, let's do this so that those who are coming after them also see the need to do even more than they have done, so that the church will still be grow.
So somebody like Geju, who was a Salvation Army member, heard about the Church of Christ in Nigeria. He did some correspondence courses, and he was invited there, he was trained there, and he came back to Ghana. One man named S.B. Obin, the missionaries came to Twumasi whilst they were teaching and preaching. Somebody was interpreting it, and the person was not very good. He gave up himself to go and do the interpretation. Of course, he did it to the admiration of the teachers or the missionaries. So they took him to Nigeria. They trained him and with his wife. And when he came back to Ghana, he established or he started the Ghana Bible College in Kumasi. So these are the people and others who have contributed in the diverse ways. We want to really appreciate their work.
That's interesting to know. So when it comes to the various aspects of the program, such as the mission, the benevolence, and the health areas and all of that, can you elaborate a bit of that?
When it comes to the missions, we have, let's say, take for instance, the Heritage Christian University. There's a branch which is called Heritage Christian Institute, which is part of the university. I can say they have trained so many preachers in this country, and some have gone to Senegal, Gambia, Liberia. You just mentioned they're all over the world, and so we think those who train these people have done a lot of things. So it's about time we honor them. Then when it comes to benevolence, to Village of Hope, the work they are doing there, and they also have to be honored for the work that they have done.
So when it comes to the health aspect, so many people have done well to educate, Churches of Christ members especially on health issues. We can mention names, but then we have left it for the special occasion. So these people are contributing to the growth of the church or churches in Ghana.
And they have to be honored.
Great. And in terms of impact and in terms of trying to see how this program is going to help, in terms of preachers, in terms of the community at large, what is it that we are looking at, the impact of this program on these individuals?
Okay, sometimes it seems like we are going to, honor minister. No, everybody who is in the church who has contributed for this upliftment, we are also going to honor them. So it's not
So it's not just about preaching.
no,
Sure,
not
no.
about everybody in the church.
Yeah.
So it's not only restricted to the ministers,
Mm.
and that's one of the things that.
Okay.
Very
And we're
important.
hoping that
Mm.
through this recognition, people will come out to contribute their best or in all. Because at the end of the day, if you are doing something and you are not recognized, it doesn't really motivate you to do more. So we are praying that through this program, people will be motivated to do their best within the churches of Christ.
Interesting. So especially to us, the young ones who are coming up,
Sure,
Exactly.
tomorrow
Sure.
to come,
Yeah.
I'll
Sure,
recognize
sure,
both
sure.
on earth and in heaven.
Sure. You realize that these days the youth, they are not ready to go into the preaching job or to take a special role within the churches of Christ, because quote and unquote they see the predecessors, what at all have we been able to do for them,
Yeah.
and it doesn't really motivate them to come into the preaching or the missionary or the ministry business. So through this, we're hoping that it will move them to come on board.
That's great to know. So aside the people who have made impacts, like you've mentioned, what other criteria are we looking at in terms of the selection of the various honorees?
Okay, so like I said from the beginning, people who have contributed their quota to ensure that the churches of Christ in Ghana are stronger, they keep growing. So we're looking at education, people who have impacted life through education, people through benevolence, and other way that people have really impacted life, missions. Okay, so a committee was set up to look into the various people who really qualified to be honored. A lot of names came up. I mean, countless names. But then for this maiden one, we cannot honor everybody. So the committee selected 10 people out of the lot. And these are the people we are going to. So the criteria is based on one, people who have contributed when it comes to education, people when they have really impacted when it comes to benevolence, and people who have really impacted in missions. That is what we are looking at.
And this also so it should impact you also. So that what we are doing now, you can also look at it and say, if this is what is being done for these people, then maybe my time will also come. So this also encourages you also to do more.
Definitely. And when we look at the various bodies who are in tandem with you for this program, like the Friends of Village of Hope, GARYOFEL, Heritage, and all of that, how do you see this collaboration benefiting all of these stakeholders involved?
Okay, let me take for instance the Friends of Village of Hope. The Village of Hope, these days they're having a lot of problems with funding. And so we believe that by this program, we'll be able to, inform people that it's about time that the churches in Ghana here or individuals here should help fund the Village of Hope. Because, it used to be from the abroad. But it's about time we also do it. So we believe that we'll be able to talk to people, they'll be able to fund it. And then when it comes to the Heritage Bible Institute, which is part of the university, it's also underfunded. And so we hope that we'll be able to bring a lot of people, especially the congregations. The Heritage Bible Institute is training a lot of preachers for the churches in Ghana, not only in Greater Accra. You just mentioned all the reading there. But it's about time they also come in to help the school to fund it.
So with GARYOFEL, we are looking at moving the young members or the young guys from that bigger stage where they realize that yes, they need to do more, so that at the end of the day they will also be recognized as those who are about to be recognized.
That's interesting to know. So if you're a young person like me, get to know that our time is here. To rise up and get to the stage and contribute our quota to the kingdom of of God through this program. Now, when it comes to the sustainability of this program, what are the measures put in place that we are looking at?
Okay, so this program is mainly organized by the Greater Accra Preachers and Ministers Fellowship. And we are looking at it that per the sources of this first or maiden one, people will come on board and support it. Support it in various ways. Yes, especially financial support.
Yeah,
sure,
very necessary.
Yeah.
So, so far as the Greater Accra Preachers Fellowship continue to exist, we know this program will also continue to exist. We're looking at it in this way, to be organized yearly or maybe after 2 years. But depending on the sources of this maiden one, it will inform us as to how we should go about it.
Interesting.
Because primarily we are producing the seed money, and you know how it's Church of Christ. You know how it is. But we thought this for a good cause, and so we should start from somewhere, and then maybe in the latter one it will be even more pronounced than we are doing at this meeting one.
Okay. We'll come to look at some of the impacts this whole program is going to have. But before then, I know there are some speakers who are coming up.
Sure.
So if you can just walk us through who the speakers are going to be.
Okay. On the day, we are expecting to hear from Dr. Fred Asare and from Elder Eric Darko and from Dr. Samuel Twumasi. Okay. These three people will surely be there, and we're hoping they're going to speak to us and will be moved to do more.
And one name that I connected the most is Dr. Samuel Twumasi Ankrah. Okay. Because I mean, I was at Heritage Christian University, and I'm still here working. But he has a lot, and I think for us the youth. So for the youth, if you are like me, I think you just wouldn't want to miss this particular event, because if not for anything, Dr. Samuel Twumasi Ankrah can use his own life story to motivate us, to elevate us, to try and let us know the reason why we need to give our all to the lost kingdom. Sure. And for me, I think these are great speakers. Dr. Fred Asare himself.
And apart from these three gurus we've mentioned, other well-known people will be within the churches of Christ will be there. And you'll be happy to see your Ronaldo close to you. You can have a chat with him. You can even take some pictures with him. Yes. True. So that day, you shouldn't miss out. You should be able to be there.
This may be not directly to what we are talking about. I feel the Church of Christ really, really do have these people that sometimes we do say big people.
Yeah.
We do have.
Sure.
Yeah. We do have big people.
Sure.
But our youth or our youth do not really see that.
Yeah.
Or even if they see, they do not really take advantage of some of these.
So this is what we are saying. Come. And when you come, you are likely going to meet those people and you greet them, network, share their experience with you. And in fact, you will feel better, sense of belongingness, that I belong to that kind of unique group, Church of what? Christ. You love it.
And I think that's why maybe this program, we are holding this program. Because as you rightly said, you don't know most of them. But that day, you come face to face with them, and then you go to talk. And this will even ginger you to go even more. And so that's why we're
great to know. And while we try to wrap up our conversation, when it comes to the program, at the end of the day, the community, the ministers, the youth, and everyone involved, what sort of impact are we looking at making in their lives and all of that from that day and beyond?
So basically, for them to have a transformed mind and also ensure that whatever they are doing today, they shouldn't forget that people are watching and people are taking note of what they are doing. And well, their efforts will surely one day be recognized.
That's very, very inspiring.
I think he said it all. That's what we're going to say. Because now what we are doing here, in some few years to come, you also impart others.
Amen. Sure.
Because others have done it, so you can do it.
Sure. Thank you very much. Then we are wrapping up. Any message to all the stakeholders involved, the honorees, the partners, and all that?
All right. So, to our supporters, we say a very big thank you to them for coming on board to share in our vision and supporting us financially and through any other means. To our partners, Friends of Village of Hope, Greater Accra Youth Fellowship, Heritage University. We thank them a lot for also coming on board to help this program reach so far where we are. We're hoping that they will continue with their collaboration and eventually we'll hit our target. And again, to everybody who in diverse ways have helped for the program to reach so far where we are. We say a very big thank you to them. To our honorees.
He left one out.
To our
Okay,
honorees.
so I'll come up to the other one.
To our honorees.
Yeah.
We say God richly bless them and they should continue with their good work that they are doing. We are only recognizing them, but for their reward, it is always in what? In heaven. That is what we have to say.
Thank you very much. Yes,
I think he left Truth TV out.
Ah.
Because even this stage you've given us will help us in a long way. And we appreciate it that you've given us the chance to come up here.
Always a pleasure to be a part of such programs. So, but before we leave, venue of the program, time, and then also the date.
So the venue is Nsawam Road Church of Christ, and 29th of next month, November, the programs will be there. Then on early in the morning, or not very early, but at 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., that is the time the program is going to take place. What we are saying is simple, that we are expecting people from Twumasi, we are expecting people from Volta region, from Western region, from Central region. So if you want to be in the auditorium, then you have to come on time, at least if possible 1 hour before time, because people will fill the place. So come early to avoid rush.
And then to add with this, we don't want Ghanaian time. So everybody should be prompt.
Okay.
8:30 is 8:30. We start at 8:30.
Thank you very much, Mr. John Arthur, and then also Preacher Joseph Appiah. Thank you both for making time to talk to us today.
You are welcome.
You're welcome.
And so this has been a conversation with the Greater Accra Preachers Fellowship, who, in collaboration with the GARYOFEL and then also the Friends of Village of Hope and Heritage Christian University, bringing to us Kingdom Impact Conference. Kingdom Impact Conference. It is the maiden edition, and the theme for the year is impacting the impactors. Impacting the impactors. And so, very, very deep theme, all right, in there. So the three speakers who are going to be there on the day, Dr. Fred Asare, the Group Managing Director of Village of Hope, and then also Elder Eric Darko at the Nsawam Road Church of Christ, and then Dr. Samuel Twumasi Ankrah, the President of Heritage Christian University. So you can't miss it if you're watching us today. You can't just afford to miss it. 29th of November 2025 at the Nsawam Road Church of Christ. Just, let's say circle. Go to circle. We are there. All right. So let's all be there and make sure we get impacted. My name is Dennis Abe. Thank you for being a part of this.